yourself.
I already see how this is going to be a mess. Hi my lingerie lady girlfriend away. We have culture, conversation, and community, and in today's video I'm coming to you all with a ZEUS Network's Baddies South season 2 episode 1 review, y'all. This show finna be good. Let's hop right in. Okay, they give us a recap of last season's episode. Girl, you know ZEUS always does well with their super trailers. I don't really feel like the show was even that good last season, but if we were to base it off of the trailer, it was banging. We see Natalie and her husband, and Natalie is, you know, just discussing the girls with her husband. And I feel like, you know, seeing the softer side, seeing this family woman, Natalie Nunn, is beneficial to her brand. It's also very reminiscent of Jocelyn and Ballistic, okay? Get into like how they do their scenes, and Natalie was taking notes like, okay, this is the formula I'm going with. Natalie basically says the girls last season were corny, and they were like, you know, old and tired. That's why the name of this episode is Out with the Old and In with the New. She says we're gonna bring Christina back because she stood up to me, the baddest, and I gotta have respect for that. And Christina, she gave it up last season. She was a mess last season. She also introduces us to white girl Bree. She said, girl, I know this girl from Mechanic Pain, but apparently she the baddest white girl of them all, so I had to have her. We have Persuasion, who is obviously a stripper. Is it me, or does Persuasion look like Miracle Watts? Drop that in the comments. Persuasion is just like, hi, my name is Persuasion. I'm 32 years old. I don't like hoes. I don't trust hoes. I don't even believe in them. I'm like, I like this girl already. Her husband is asking like, oh, well, are they married? And she's like, no, they're not married. And he's like, oh, but you are, right? Yeah, because don't forget, you tend to forget sometimes you trying to turn up with these girls. I'm like, oh, not the husband. Not the husband. Want to make sure, you know, Natalie remembers that she married, child. Okay. And next we're reintroduced to Jayla. She said the last time I was on the conversation, when I was ready to go up, Jayla was ready to go up with me. So, you know, I had to have her. Natalie is so very much like that. Like, girl, I'm picking on my favorite girls. My girls who stand me, of course, is the girls I'm gonna have. Then we're introduced to Ann and the husband who Ann was. I didn't know who Ann was. I don't watch OnlyFans. I'm not subscribed to nobody on OnlyFans, but what I do know is Ann says she's top 0.001% on OnlyFans. That means this is getting to a bag. And she said that, she's like, yeah, I'm in the top of OnlyFans, and you know, I get a Q coin. She has to be getting like a real nice amount. She gotta just be doing this for exposure and for fun, because I'm sure she already is getting to a bag. Apparently she's known for sucking a whole bunch of objects. I don't know if she actually like is a porn star. Would you consider that? I don't know. If y'all seen her OnlyFans, does she actually screw men? I don't know. Or is she just sucking random objects? Then we're reintroduced to our faves, Rollie and Slim. And you know, Slim, we know how she's giving it up, and we know how Rollie is giving it up when she does this little thing. That is so cute. Then we're introduced to Rock. She's like, yeah, Rock is the baby. She's only 21 or 22 years old. And she's like, yeah, it's me, it's the baby. The, you know, missing tooth bandit, whatever she said. She did say missing tooth bandit shit. We all are. Yeah, so whatever the case, Natalie looks good in her confessionals. The braids, the pop smoke braids, she looks beautiful. Even the weave, she looks great in her confessionals. Natalie, the ZEUS checks look like they over there checking. The checks are checking. Oh, in the next scene we have the girls, and they're kind of coming in onto the sprinter, and Natalie starts to talk, you know, welcome to the sprinter, guys. And Rock has in her AirPods, and you know, Natalie takes them out her ear and was like, girl, you need to listen. Okay, but Rock, but you're not listening because I can hear them blasting through your ears. And Rock is in a confessional like, yeah, I was tuning them out because I don't got nothing, I don't want to hear nothing they have to say, basically.
Girl, don't.
But I did.
We all talking. Okay.
Because she is with the famous rapper, I feel like she's kind of most noticeable. We're going to see how that transpires throughout the season. And they're pretty much doing the who's who of the band. You know what I mean? Chrisean is like, hey, you know, I like this. Hey, y'all, what's up? They all kind of laugh and giggle. She has a bigger name for herself than most of the other girls, I would imagine. Even if their checks are bigger, Chrisean is more known. They said we're missing Christina, but basically Natalie said she missed the bus and they're not waiting on her. She gave her a platform and she fumbled the bag. She ran away with the check, so that's just what it is. Natalie said we hitting Atlanta, Charlotte, Nashville, New Orleans. It's gonna be lit. We taking over the South. I think this was a good idea versus having them so stationary. We're just gonna move them around, which makes sense and makes for more content, more opportunities, and obviously they probably have a bigger budget. Let's just be real. Rock is in a confessional, girl, eating them up. They said, listen, traveling state to state is fun, but not with a whole bunch of broke weirdos. I'm like, damn. She already coming in with the attitude of, I'm better than y'all and I have this air about me. Is it me or did y'all feel that? Let me know in the comment section. I'm not saying I don't like her. Of course she's gonna be entertaining. And of course I'm rooting for her, but it's giving very much like, I'm here and y'all here. She's in the confessional sipping out of her, you know, personalized monograph, the sippy cup that has blue face on it. Like, all right, girl, that's your man, we get it. Then Ann gets it popped off. Ann just says, I heard that from a little birdie told me that you be S&D for money, and she was kind of like, who said that? Who said that? She didn't want to give it up, and then she initially said, yes, I have, you know, did that for money, and I always got to a big bag. I'm asking you because, you know, I open up my pussy lips wide on camera and I get to a bag. So if that's what you do, that's what you do. But like, sis, what you pressing her for? Why? All the girls on the van looking like, oh, this is how we're gonna get it started. Rock is in the back. She's Googling escort, like she don't know what that mean. Like, girl, stop playing. So the girls pull up to the house and it's beautiful. It's like an estate, and Rollie's in a confessional. Like, I didn't even know they had houses like this in Atlanta. Like, girl, where you been at? Everybody's like, oh, the house is beautiful. It's beautiful in here. Natalie said this is our house in Atlanta, so make sure, you know, this is an Airbnb, y'all, so make sure y'all don't tear it up. And I'm glad that they just really pretty much just said that outright. Like, girl, don't be in here tearing this stuff up, because we already know that that's what it was given, but like, she really meant it. He said, listen, we already assigned rooms, ain't nobody gonna be fighting over no rooms. I'm like, yo, she is serious with this whole I don't want y'all fighting in this Airbnb bit, because since when Natalie assigned rooms all like that? She said we're gonna have the newbies, the OGs, and obviously I have the master, and I don't want to hear nothing about it. I feel her. And everybody kept saying it's giving what it was supposed to give. It's not giving what it was supposed to give. It's giving what it was supposed to give. Like, Rolling Ray, I'm telling you, I know he kicking himself in the ass if he could, girl, over that whole, you know, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. Like, girl, if he had that shit copyrighted, the trademark or something, it's not giving what it's supposed to give LLC or something, because everybody uses that. The girls are moving around the house. Rock is like, they acting like they never lived in a nice house before. I mean, it's all right. It looks like an old grandma lives here. Like, Rock, that house was beautiful, sis. And I know you probably live in your, you know, the home that she lives in is more modern and it has a different architectural style, but that doesn't mean that that house was like old lady style, because it just was not. Natalie mentions, you know, no fighting, but also you got to clean up. Persuasion was on Rock about that, and she was like, what? I'm not going to clean up. You're not going to tell me what to do. You're not going to tell me what to do. So they all find their rooms. Rock is supposed to share a bunk bed room, and the other girls are sharing bunk bed rooms. And somebody, Ann walked in, she was like, absolutely not, Natalie, you know how I sleep at home. I'm not sleeping in this bunk bed. Jayla, Rollie and Polly had their own, Rollie and Slim had their own bed where they, you know, in the same room. And I'm like, girl, this whole entire house, and you trying to really put them on bunk beds. Like, I guess that's just the initiation hazing process. I get it, but she was just waiting for something to happen with that. Shauna's not happy with her room. She goes into Natalie's room and she's laying on her bed like, can I sleep with you? It's enough for me here. I can sleep with you. You know what I mean? Like, and Natalie's like, no, you're not sleeping in here. She laying on across her bed. And Persuasion's like, no, well, you can find another room to dirty up. So Rock walks off and she's all pissed off. Like, I'm out of here. Y'all weird. Once I leave, this whole thing is shut down. Like, y'all corny. You know what I mean? Like, y'all trying to play me on camera. She talking to herself, walking away. Like, yeah, what you say? Whatever, trying to check Persuasion. It was just kind of like brewing. Natalie, Jayla, and Persuasion are on the bed like, why are you messing with her? And she's like, no, I'm just trying to give her some big sisterly love. Like, and then they talk about whether the fact is Chrisean really like retarded. Like, is she, oh, I can't use that word. I'm sorry, y'all. is Chrisean really like, you know, mentally ill or something like that? And like, do we need a psych eval? I feel like she's not all the way there. Jayla is like, yeah, it's something going on with this girl. And Natalie's like, that girl isn't up, because when we was at the airport, she hit the alarm. She hit the alarm and I had to have the police escort us out or something like that. I had to come get her, and she thought it was funny. They showed clips of her like riding on the the girl is wacky. She's definitely wacky. Rock goes into the room with Rollie, Slim, and Ann, and she's, you know, talking about how persuasion is on her heels. Like, you trying to embarrass me in front of these cameras, trying to say I'm dirty. Like, ain't nobody dirty, girl. I'ma do you dirty. Like, Rock was just getting her little ones and twos off. Slim was just like, girl, you're a beautiful girl, don't worry about it. Like, let them say what they want to say. They hating. Rollie was like, well, you can come sleep in here with us. Rollie was in such a good mood. We never see Rollie this nice. And Natalie decides to give Rock her own wing. She got her own bed. She's in the basement. She got a pool table. This is the Rock is kind of like, all right, this is a little bit better. Not much, but it's all right. Natalie talks to Rock and just says, the girls are not feeling how I'm babying you a little bit, and I'm not gonna be doing that. She's like, you're not babying me. What are you talking about, Natalie? I don't know them. I know you. I rock with you. You know how the people from Baltimore, Maryland talk. And she was like, yeah, they were trying to play me like I was dirty, like I'm not cleaning up, you know, behind myself. And, you know, I just don't understand. Like, y'all weird, y'all old, y'all broke. What are you doing that for? And, you know, Rock is in the confessional like, girl, I already know what type of time y'all on. You feel me? Like, you know, I'm a young girl. Y'all know who my nigga is bossed up at the end of the day. Like, I live a good life. And I deal with strippers all the time on a regular, so it is what it is. I feel like Rock, to a degree, has a point. Like, you know, somebody like Persuasion, who's stripping in the club, her wish is to land a baller, period. And I'm sure she's landed a few, but to be publicly claimed and, you know, in a relationship and put up and taken care of like somebody like Rock, who doesn't have to do anything really but be herself, I'm sure it's eating them girls up. Especially the girls that's, you know, S&D to get a couple dollars, and all you gotta do is act stupid. And it's because when you like this, like, yeah, y'all sick, yeah, and this is my man. So that's probably why Rock is feeling the way that she's feeling, and I can see how the older chicks might be resentful because of that. Now, whether they embarrassed or not or whatever, that's something different. But y'all get what I'm saying. Then they have the surprise, which, you know, the girls see the Baddies South bus, which the bus is nice. The RV, that it's really nice. You could tell, like I said, yesterday's price is not today's price, period. Rock is like, oh, I want to drive. She's in the car, like, you know, in the van, trying to act like she's driving, blowing a horn. Daddy's like, girl, get out of here. We got neighbors. Don't do that.
Hell no, Rock, get off.
Just come up to Natalie's room and they're like, okay, so, you know, we have Sarah, she wants to talk. And she's like, oh, for real? Oh, she want to talk to me? All right, well, let me take off my necklace and get ready to fight. They're like, no, we just want to see if we can mend that bridge. The producers know what they're doing. Trying to get Natalie to, you know, act the donkey like how she always do. And she's like, you know, she's up for the task. Like, if that's what y'all want to see, okay, cool. And then the next thing, we have their little mix and mingle, where they are cheersing with their champagne. And usually, we know, we always see the red cup, the red solo cup cheers. They had actual glasses or maybe plastic glasses. And Rock was trying to cheer with her blue face cup that she has the whole entire time. Like, she gonna represent her man. I ain't mad. And he's affiliated with ZEUS Network. I know that they did work on some projects together, so she probably got, you know, plugged in through that. Listen, baby girl, take advantage. Yeah, so they're having a mixer, they're just talking, and then they started to talk about Bree. She was like, yeah, when Aunt asked you that question, you shouldn't have just said, you know, what you said. She was basically trying to out you, and Bree was just like, oh, I should have said something else. Girl, yes, you should have said something else. She's like, well, it's a time and a place for everything. That wasn't a time or place. And everybody was looking like, well, if she would have said it to me, it would have been up. Rollie was getting a pot stir because, listen, you can't be, you know, let somebody, you gotta check them immediately. Now, girl, Persuasion is like, yeah, at the end of the day, you know, if somebody check you on that, you need to be, you know, you need to be with them. You need to be getting on them. You gotta stay ready, so you ain't gotta get ready. So Rollie mentions like, oh, so who got a problem with me? Like, Rollie, don't nobody got a problem with you. She just wanted to get it started between Rock and the girl. So Rock, nobody got a problem with me. So who said they got a problem with Chrisean being dirty or whatever the case? And then Persuasion was like, well, I said that the girl didn't clean up. So Chrisean just walks by and she's kind of like smiling a little bit. And when I tell you she she minked the crap out of her. Mink, 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 mink. Knocked her all into the sink. Head went back. You just seen like a slow motion, girl. And then they're gonna fight again. And it looked like Rock put her again. Apparently Rock does some pro league football thing, and you know, she's in the gym, she working out, bitch. She's strong. She's small, but she's strong. You could tell. Persuasion was not expecting that, because you know she all like 2 seconds ago. You gotta stay ready to get ready to, you know, whatever the case, and you getting knocked into the sink. Girl, Jayla was out of that area so quick. Jayla and they both ran. Let me find out Rock is gonna be the one to look out for all them big grown ass one with y'all big grown age, all afraid of this little girl. We gonna see, baby. We are definitely gonna see how it work out. This season is what we needed it to be, just based off of the group of girls. So far, I feel like Brie is gonna be cute. She's a different type of white girl, because we had Sarah Oliver, which I still like Sarah. We're gonna see how this episode or this season goes. I feel like it's gonna be way better than season 1. Natalie seemed like she's catching her stride with casting, with, you know, having a different flow of the show, and I'm into it. I'm gonna be here reviewing it. Make sure you like this video, because it's gonna help you on the YouTube algorithm for the big girl swallow me up, girl. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. It really truly helps my channel. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm here for it right now. I feel like Rock, she probably gonna be a fan favorite. I'm feeling Rock the most right now. Honestly, we're gonna see how it all works out. Let me know who you think your favorite is gonna be this season. As always, I'm sending you much love and much light, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.